Attention all Dallas Cowboys enthusiasts. If you live and breathe everything about the Dallas Cowboys and crave being the first to know every breaking news story about our cherished team, then subscribing to our channel is an absolute necessity. Your unwavering support is the lifeblood of our commitment to delivering the most current updates straight from the heart of the action in Dallas. Before we dive into the latest happenings, be sure to hit that subscribe button and enable notifications. Your subscription plays a pivotal role in helping us achieve our target of 4,000 dedicated subscribers.
The Dallas Cowboys were one of the few teams that didn't make a move at the NFL trade deadline, but that doesn't mean they weren't trying. According to a team source, the Cowboys were hunting for a linebacker but couldn't find a deal that made sense. This is not surprising, as the Cowboys have been thin at linebacker all season. Leighton Vander Esch is on injured reserve with a neck injury, and rookie linebacker DeMarvion Overshown tore his ACL in the preseason. The Cowboys' defense has also been hit hard by injuries at cornerback, with Trayvon Diggs out for the season with a torn ACL. Despite their injuries, the Cowboys are still in the thick of the NFC playoff race. They are currently 5-2 and in first place in the NFC East. Cowboys could consider signing former Giants WR Kenny Golladay. With the trade deadline having passed, the Cowboys are now looking to free agency to fill their needs. One player they could consider signing is former Giants WR Kenny Golladay. Golladay was once considered one of the best pass catchers in the league, but his career has taken a nosedive in recent years. He has been plagued by injuries and has struggled to produce on the field. However, Golladay is still only 30 years old and has the potential to be a valuable asset to the Cowboys. He is a big, physical receiver who can make contested catches. If the Cowboys can sign Golladay for a cheap contract, it could be a low-risk, high-reward move. Vikings discuss trading for Cowboys QB Trey Lance. According to a report by Diana Rini of The Athletic, the Minnesota Vikings held a brief discussion about trading for Cowboys QB Trey Lance prior to the trade deadline. The Vikings were reportedly interested in Lance after their starting quarterback, Kirk Cousins, suffered a season-ending Achilles injury. However, the Vikings ultimately decided not to pursue a trade for Lance and instead flipped a sixth-round draft pick for Arizona Cardinals quarterback Josh Dobbs. It's unclear why the Vikings decided not to pursue a trade for Lance, but it's possible that the Cowboys were asking for too much in return. Why trading Trey Lance was always unlikely. Even if the Vikings had been willing to meet the Cowboys' demands, it's unlikely that Dallas would have traded Lance. The Cowboys acquired Lance in late August for a fourth-round draft pick. They view him as a long-term backup and insurance plan for Dak Prescott. It would probably take a whole lot more than a fourth-round pick to acquire Lance from Dallas. Conclusion: the Dallas Cowboys had a quiet trade deadline, but they are still in the thick of the NFC playoff race. They could look to free agency to fill their needs, and one player they could consider signing is former Giants WR Kenny Golladay. The Cowboys also reportedly discussed trading QB Trey Lance to the Minnesota Vikings, but a deal never materialized.